Hi and welcome. My name is Vicky Haspels and it is time to do some tarot reading with me tonight. We'll do some weekly forecasts and as usual we'll also do some live readings. Now I've put the log onto the post, the original post, so if you want to join me online and jump the queue, just use the log on and you can come and see me. You don't have to put your face on if you don't want to. You can just put your mic on and hide the video. Because I love talking to you. Sorry about the lighting here tonight. I've lost my lamp. So the other thing is I'm going to be talking about some stuff that I'm launching today. Today is my birthday, so happy birthday to me. And thank you so much for all the birthday wishes that everyone's given me so far. It's lovely. So my new thing is that I'm going to start teaching the tarot as my main business. Still doing tarot readings and healings with everybody and coaching it, but it's all going to be part of that. I'm going to teach you how to read the tarot the way I learned to read the tarot, and which is a lot of fun because when I'm going to teach you, I'll teach you how to find your style. I'll teach you how to inject yourself into the readings, and we'll look at all the little things that overcoming those hiccups in order to make you feel that you can actually do it. So now I can see some of you already jumped on. Yes, and thank you for wishing me happy birthday. But first of all, what I'm going to do, I'll do the weekly tarot forecast for us. So it's for me and for you. I'm always interested to see what comes up because I never know. So I'm shuffling the cards. I'm pulling out 6, and we're going to see what the week's going to be like for us. And then we can have a look at some things about. I thought about it would be nice to do some readings around not so much the challenges that we're going to be facing, but what we'll actually be achieving and what our end goal will be this year. By the time we get to the end, we will know what our end goal will be. Now, so this is the forecast for week commencing January 4, and this is the first card, which is all of us. So all of us, and this is not particularly a happy card, but it's about stepping into and just surrendering that this is now new normal. So it is like, well, sometimes we fight, we push back, and we say, okay, you know what? Hands in the air, I give up. I'm going to go down to the unknown. I don't really know what's going to happen, but I'm willing to trust and put my faith in my soul and spirit and give that a go. It's basically you've come to the end of that rope, rock bottom, not so much rock bottom, but it's like, you know what, I'm just going to what do they say, let go and let God, but let go and let spirit. And so that's the energy of us, of you and of me. As I said, not particularly happy card, but when you get to that point, wonderful things happen because when you let go, you let go. Okay, so this is how our soul is guiding us or directing us, how our spirit guides are working with us this week, because sometimes we don't know what the motivation is. And so even though it's in our best interest to surrender, what is it that's actually guiding us towards that surrender? And we have this card here. So really, once we have been working, and when I say working, we've been striving towards being, our better selves. We've had a lot of challenges in 2020. We're heading into 2021. Where is that all going? How are we going to know and measure that we have created some sort of success for ourselves? So in order to recognize that we've actually done some real good for ourselves, we need to be in that space of just basically stop looking and just saying, you know what, I'm just going to let that go and pass it across to my guides and angels, pass it across to spirit. I'm done. And what will happen is, the reason being is that there are things there are some wins that we've made, but we just can't see them just yet. And that's why there's that guiding force behind us saying, you know what, you've done really, really well. You just can't see it right now. So if you guys are out there and feel like you're sort of struggling a little bit and can't see your wins, that's what this is about. So if you feel like you just want to give up, or isn't just surrender, not give up, just you're surrendering, succumbing. And that's the reason why you're going to see the wins that how far you've actually come. And the Three of Pentacles means that it's a launching point. It's not just the end result. You can see how you've actually done well for yourself. Now, what are the challenges for this week coming up for us? It really is about getting things in order. What is it that I can do, or that you can do, that's going to get your mind? So trying to get thoughts in a line. And again, this is why surrender is such a brilliant thing, because getting thoughts in line is a no deal. Don't even try. So you're going to find it difficult to get your thoughts in order, get things into a line. So that's why surrender's the way to go. Yes, I'm going to give up and let it go. Even if you just spend the day in bed tomorrow, don't do that. It's a beautiful day. Okay, so let's have a look at how we're going to respond. What is our action going to be this week coming? Ooh. So when we surrender, it leaves space for creative thought, and not only creative thought, but creative people to come into our life. So we're going to connect and recognize those creative people that are going to motivate us. King of Wands is not somebody that's going to stay in our lives forever, but there's going to be somebody that's going to turn up and say, hey, how about you try this? And because you've surrendered and don't have all that rubbish running around in your head anymore, that's a great idea. And so you're going to see, again, how you can actually apply some of your great ideas into the wide world. I like that, actually, because I like that for me. Okay, so what does that future mean? That means that we actually get the energy to move forward. Get that Knight of Wands energy is such like very teenagery energy, right? So, which means that you just leap forward into it without any fear. So by surrendering, you're surrendering all of those thoughts, all of those what ifs, and think, oh, whatever. I'm just going to do this. And what the future that we're all stepping into is that we're just going to take those chances and just do it, because we feel confident. Because we got motivators around us, we're going to have the confidence to move forward and just have that leap. Do that leap. So what is the spiritual meaning behind it all? Now, this is a very interesting card. We're starting on sort of a dark note. We're ending on a dark note. I quite like this. Let's have a look at we've got the Seven of Swords energy. So this is the spiritual meaning behind all the things that we're experiencing this week. What is basically our karmic contract that we're looking at? So we're looking at how we're going to spend our energy. And I'm talking about, because it's swords, with how we spend the week, but how we're using it for our good, how we're going to race ahead or hang back. I always think about, that Kenny Rogers song, The Gambler. Know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, and know when to run. And that's why I always think about that song when this card turns up. So that's us for the week commencing January 4. Let's get into do some readings. So as I said, if you want to, you can use a log on to jump on and jump the queue. I'm just going to put these cards back in to the deck, and I'm going to talk about the exciting things that are turning up this week. And also too, I'll probably, if you guys want to, I'll leave the log on there. I'll stay on after I've finished the broadcast. I will stay on to my StreamYard. If you want to still log in and talk to me afterwards, I'll stay in for another half an hour for readings, because I'm going to be talking so much about me, because it is my birthday. I'll stay on an extra half an hour, not live, but I'll still stay on my StreamYard so that you can pop in and have a chat with me if you want to. And I can chat with you face to face, and you won't be on the internet, right? You'll just be talking to me in private. Okay, so let's get started. We've got Gabby here. Gabby's jumped on and said hi. So hi, Gabby. Let's have a look for you. Let's have a look at a card for you and look at not your challenges, but what things you'll be overcoming this year. So Gabby, your wins will be around choosing what you love to do, as opposed to thinking, oh, I've got to do this, I've got to make that money over there. You're going to choose what you love to do, and have faith that you can actually make a little bit of cash out of it. So oftentimes that's like stepping out of full-time work into part-time work. It's also sometimes means that you take a leap of faith and think, you know what, I'm going to start my own business, or I'm going to go and do something that I've always wanted to do. And so for you, Gabby, this year is all about taking those chances, because those opportunities are going to be turning up for you. So we've got, I love this, Amethyst Katrina. So very, very nice. Amethyst is such a lovely stone. Hi and welcome. So let's have a look. We've got, this is for you, Amethyst. So your your the things that you'll be striving towards this year is about putting up your boundaries and standing up for yourself, recognizing when you are being stood over, or someone's trying to dominate you, or even when you're trying to dominate other people. Those sorts of things will start to streamline and settle down around you. The five is not the fives to me are always you hit that sort of rock bottom space. But my feeling around this card for you is that you've had a lot of, not only where people have been probably a little bit harsh with you, but where also you've been harsh with other people. And so, and I know that you don't feel it doesn't feel right with me when it comes from you. So you're going to make some decisions about being a little bit kinder with your words, but also too, you're going to take a step back and allow compassion to be your friend this year. I quite like that, and I can feel that inside of you. It's not that you're an like a negative or awful person. It's just that you're realizing how words can hurt, and you're choosing wisely. Okay, so thank you for joining me. We have another Katrina Morobivo. Welcome, welcome. Here's a card for you. So I'm just going to keep reading for you guys tonight. So we've got the Two of Pentacles for you, Katrina. So your challenge, or what you'll be striving towards this year and achieving this year, is getting your self out there and saying, this is what I can do. See how he's standing up saying, look at me, look how good I am. Or this is not how good I am, but this is what I can do. I have these skills. And so you'll be more than happy to show the world what it is that you're capable of. Because, and again, here you've actually collected all together. It's a very strong, very confident card, and you're willing to. This is like new jobs and new work, so you're willing to actually, not only to say, hey, this is what I can do, but approach businesses and get that get that started for yourself. Okay, so let's have a look. Who do we have next? We have Mandy. Welcome, Mandy. Hi. Welcome, welcome. Now, so this is for you, Mandy. This is your achievement this year. Now, I'm just going to tune into that for you. This is really, I love this card. It's about the lushness of the body. Every time the Empress turns up, and I'm falling into this meaning for you, is this lushness and this sense of, that the world tastes better and feels better and looks better. So there's more participation in the outside world because it's a major arcana card. That means a big life change, or it doesn't always have to be huge, but it'll be a significant life-changing year for you, where you're just going to almost like, you're not going to worry anymore about what anyone else thinks or does. It's just you're going to be pleasing yourself, and that's what she's about here. It's a very strong female card as well, feminine card. It's about pleasing yourself, enjoying the pleasures of things that you eat, things that you touch, and all the things of this world. You'll be enjoying them, and yeah, just having a good time. So that's nice. So I would say that there's been either lots of lack around you, or lots of feeling that you either don't deserve it. It's like you're just going to be plunging into it. I love that. Okay, so we've got here, thank you, Mandy. We've got Shakti here. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to get through as many as I can today, but I will be doing some shameless plugging tonight as well. So I've got a few things to show you. But as I said, I'll stay on after the broadcast is finished. Even though I'll be finished, I will stay on StreamYard. You can use a log on to come and talk to me afterwards. I'll stay for an extra half an hour. Okay, because I can. It's my gift to you because it's my birthday. So Shakti, this is for you. This is what you're looking at here for this year. Ooh, this is about... I want to go into this for you. I'm getting a really strong vibe around ceremony. I'm getting a strong vibe around really looking at rituals and how that can actually work for you. So I would say that you are, there's a really strong sort of, I don't know, I want to, not shamanic, but really natural sort of mysterious. Oh, I can't find the word, sorry. But it's like a very strong, when things are secretive and it's very mysterious, right? So you'll be looking at and wanting to put into place those practices that probably haven't been either practiced for a long time or can't be talked about in around. So that things that are sacred, that's the word I'm looking for. You'll be doing sacred rituals and really pouring your heart and soul into those. And again, we've got a major arcana card here, so that's a real shift for you around how you've been living, or how you've considered the world. You're going to be adding more rituals and more like I keep wanting to go. There's something. It's not, it's almost like pagan or not shamanic, but it goes beyond that. So there's something that is quite. I can't put the. If I could think of the word. I can see you doing it in my mind. Perhaps if I describe it to you, it's like finding, almost like alchemy, I suppose, as well. You're finding different elements, bringing them together, creating little rituals for yourself that help you feel stronger. So you're connecting with elements, connecting with things of the earth, connecting with things of spirit. It could be crystals, it could be anything. But you'll be finding ways to actually incorporate that into your life. But it's something beyond what we know. So you'll be using more your intuition and your feelings, and bringing that into your everyday life, which is great. Love it. So that you're just in a deep dive into the mystic world, which I love. Okay, we've got Need. Hello, welcome. And you're saying Happy New Year to me. Thank you. Happy New Year to you as well, Need. Let's do a card for you. Keep coming on. Keep coming on and talking to me. If you want to jump the queue and talk to me online, you can come and talk to me online, but you can hide your face if you want to, just to talk to me. So here we have, this is for you. Here we go. We've got the Lovers card for you. Let me just tune into that for you. Got sort of a heaviness. Okay, so you're even though this, I'm going totally off with this one, because this card is speaking something else to me here. So we're looking at for you what you'll be overcoming or achieving this year. So by the end of the year, by the end of 2021, you're going to say, I've done that and I've done it really well. This has got a real heaviness around it. So this is about, and I want to go with the number 3 because we've got the 3 figures here in the background there. Is that like where you are like giving of yourself probably too much, and so it's like, but there's a heaviness around that. So you're going to be realizing where you're going to pull back from that. You're going to be, because you know what, I'm feeling it heavy in my body, Need. I'm feeling it really sort of that it's dragging me down or holding me down. So as much as you're the people that you love in your life and you want to give them lots of things and want to be there for them, you'll actually be pulling back from that a lot, because you'll feel that it's affecting you physically, and you're going to be, you've actually got you're going to be picking yourself up off the ground. I don't know what that means for you, but picking yourself up off the ground and actually moving forward in a very strong way. Got a very strong energy around you. So thanks for joining me. Lovely to see you. Now we've got B. Welcome B, and welcome on board. Now, how are we going for time? Good. So now this is for you, B. We've got another strong card. So we've got lots of major arcanas popping up at the moment, and that again is like a soul shift, a karmic shift, a life shift. So there's lots of like really big shifts that we've made in 2020, and we're going to incorporate them in 2021. So for you, B, this is about, well, I'm getting the tingles. So you've got lots of psychic energy around you at the moment, which means that you're very much in communication with the spirit world. You've got that strong psychic connection. So let me just check in with you with that. I just want to go with for you. Okay, so you've learned a lot of things, and he's a teacher, right? That the Hierophant. He's Chiron, the teacher. He's the wounded healer. Learned a lot of things. So I get for you that you've gathered a lot of information, but you're actually going to put it into practice this year. You're going to become an expert at what you've learned and what you've done. Now, becoming an expert is not about reading it; it's actually putting it into practice. Because when you put it into practice, you actually get to do that for yourself. Excuse me. So that's you. See, already my body is reacting to that shift and change for you, because we're connecting on that soul level, or that really strong psychic level. Your body is expelling, like a lot of my body wants just like a bit of reflux is happening there. So you're getting rid of, I suppose, that anxiety or that fear that comes with, I'm going to put this into practice. I'm going to put this into practice. Yeah, so go for it, B. If you need some extra support, find people to support you, because that's really what you need to feel. You're not on your own, so that you can realize you're not on your own. Okay, we've got Kylie. Hello, Kylie, and welcome. I had a lovely day. Thank you very much. I got a chance to chat with Kylie yesterday, so we talked about what was coming up and what was coming for her. So, Kylie, I'm going to do a reading for you. Here's a card. Oops, I've got this card here. So, this card for you, you're going to understand and you're going to welcome. Well, you actually have choices. So, this is not so much that it's all going to come at you, but it's like the world is going to open up for you and say, it was already there. Those things that you are looking for have already been there and have always been around you. What's going to happen for you this year is that I suppose that veil, or what they call the scales, are coming off, and you're going to start recognizing it. So what we talked about yesterday is very much in line with that, is that as time goes on, it's not going to happen and slam you all at once, but as the year progresses, you'll actually get to see what your heart choices or emotional choices that's best for you, that you know that's going to be in alignment with your soul and with your spirit and with your heart. And that's what this card is here to tell you, that that's the energy around you. Okie dokie. Who do we have here? Hannah. Hello, welcome. Thanks for joining me. Okay. Getting through you, everybody. Yep. Okie dokie. So this is for Hannah. Oh, and Gabby wanted a relationships card, so I'll pull one for you. You get a second one, Gabby. How's that? All right, so this is for you. Happy New Year. Thank you so much. Just make sure you haven't put a question up there. Yeah. Okay, so this is for you, Hannah. Got this card here. Pages are very sensitive, right? So they're very much, again, it's that child energy that can sometimes represent the child, but in this case, it's for you. I'll get a very much a sensitivity around it's not so much about supporting yourself. This sensitivity is for you is around. Let me just tune into your energy here. There's something else talking to me over here for you. Hang on. Okay, so I would say that you've had pretty tough 2020, as in I just get this sense where you felt I want to say that the world around you has not provided in the way that you would love to have had it provide to you. And so, oh, hi, Danielle. And so, it's like it's been a real struggle to actually, bring the money in, or to bring those things that you need to for your day to day. So the page is coming along to tell you that you actually can build on those things and grow those things, but it's like another direction. So 2021 for you is you're going to see where you're going to now lay a foundation of a different way of being, a different way of life. You're going to understand and realize how you can do that thing for yourself in a much more productive and better way for yourself. So you'll get to trust yourself by doing that. So 2021 is going to show you the way, and you're going to actually sit at the end of it where you're beyond the page at the end of 2021. You will actually be much, much stronger and think, you know what, I'm not going to let that ever happen to me again, because now I know exactly what I'm capable of. And that's what the page is bringing to you. Now we've got Danielle. Thank you for joining me, Hannah. Oh, here we go. Danielle is coming on board now. She's chosen to jump the queue. Yeah. Hello and welcome.
Can you hear me as well?
I can hear you. Yes, thank you.
Exciting.
Oh, thanks for having me tonight. Do you have a particular question, Danielle?
I'm super interested in a relationship this year. So
okay. Let's have a look at that for you. So I'll pull a card and see what energy is around you, around relationships, and what you'll be realizing for yourself around that. So that's a 7. Now that's not they look like they're fighting, right? You're not going to be fighting with people. I love this card. I think this is a perfect card for relationships. It's about realizing that you are on equal footing. So no matter who, it doesn't matter whether it's a love relationship or friendships or colleagues or anyone in your life, even your kids, is that you're going to understand this year is all about realizing that you are on equal footing, that you are not below or above. You're like gaining confidence. And so every step that you take into 21 is actually build your confidence. This is very much a confidence building card. So it's not like, oh, romantic love, la 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 la. The 7 of Wands is bringing to you the fire that says, you know what, I actually deserve to be here. I deserve to have you because you are a fabulous person and I want to have you in my life. And that if you're not going to respect me, then you are gone and you're not going to feel any regrets or nothing about it at all. And that's what Seven of Wands energy brings about you, about for you. I want to have a quick look in your aura to see whether I can see anybody. Hang on a minute. Let me just have a quick look. Definitely going on some dates. I can definitely, like, there's one or two people. I can feel the energy already in the future part of your aura there. Because we don't have a lot of time, but I could sort of deep dive in there. But I can definitely see at least one or two people. So at least there's some dates. If we're talking about your love life, right?
Mm-hmm.
There is that fun element around it. My feeling around, even though the energy that I felt in your aura there, oh, I'm getting goosebumps in, is that I love bumping auras with people. It's just lovely. Thanks. Is that it'll be fun. So
Yeah.
because you've got Seven of Wands energy there, it's not going to be, oh, I have to compromise. It's like, you know what? We're all going to have some, and you're going to lead, they're going to lead. So it's going to be always an equal partnership. But the fire is going to make it fun for you. So thank you for joining me. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Okie dokie. So now thanks for that. If you want to jump the queue like Danielle did, you can use a log on. You don't have to jump. You don't have to put your face up there if you don't want to. You can talk to me just with the audio and just leave it blank. Now, Gabby, I did pull a card for you earlier, Gabby, but you wanted to know about relationships, right? So, this is for you. I don't know if it was the same card that I pulled for you. I know I pulled it out earlier. This is when it comes to relationships. Your energy is about saying this energy is always like, hey, I've got all these tools, right? So it's about, you don't have to sell yourself, but you're going to, when it comes to relationships, you're going to be, again, a lot more confident because you know what it is that you have to, when it comes to relationships, I want to say, it sounds awful, not provide, but what's the word I want? My words are gone tonight. Hang on a tick. You know what you can bring to a relationship. You're more confident about what you're bringing to a relationship and more confident in yourself about the things that you can, for whatever reason, your confidence has grown and your trust in yourself has grown. So this is what I can actually bring to a relationship, to myself. Sorry, my phone just went off then. I have to add it again. Whoops. Because it's like that. Everyone's messaging me. Lovely, lovely. Alrighty. Now I'm going to do a shameless plug a minute and we'll get back onto reading. So first of all, I'm starting a Patreon. I haven't launched it yet. I'll do that after the show. If you want to come, this is a 52-week, every week meditation group. So if you want to commit to me, if you want to commit to your personal growth, I've called it Soul Revolution. And that very much strong personal growth happens with regular commitment to meditation. You can join my Patreon. There are a couple of tiers that you can join me on. And as I said, I launched it, but I had to take it down because there was a few things I had to tweak there. But look at this afterwards or tomorrow. I'll pop it up on Spiritual Events Directory and also my Facebook page, the website or the link, and you can go and have a look at it. But so that's my commitment to you. If you want to come along and join, this type of meditation is channeled meditation. It is fresh every week. It is channeled to you from the world of spirit, and it promotes real change. So if you want real change, and if you want to take charge of your life and want to have that really strong connection to your soul and to the spirit world, regardless of whether you do readings or don't do readings, it doesn't matter. It's about connecting and having that strong connection so that you can trust everything that's happening around you, even if you don't know why or what's going on. Commitment to regular meditation will do that for you. And if you want to join me, it'll always be on a Thursday night, Queensland time, 7:30. There'll be, because I'm traveling, there'll be some times where I won't be able to be live, but I will actually film it and run it live on a Thursday night for you on those rare times that I don't have any internet, because I'm going traveling again this year. That's why I'm called the Traveling Tarot Teacher. Okie dokie. Now let's get back to some readings, shall we? Let's see. We've got Emily. Thanks for joining me, Emily. Let's see what we've got here. Reading, please. Okay, happy. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so this is for you, Emily. Let's have a look. I'm going to tune this for you. Alrighty, so we've got this. We've got the Two of Swords here. So your I was going to say something else because that's what the Two of Swords means. But I've got the word mediator. So your energy for like coming like for 2021, and even at the moment, is this sense where you can see both sides of everything. So if your mind has just been exploding and thinking, I can't make up my mind about things, I don't really know which direction to head and I can't choose, you're going to be learning how to shut out that noise so that you actually can think for yourself and work it out for yourself. And that's, I just get a lot of noise. Now it's like really noisy in my head. So that's spot on for you, is that you're going to be able to shut out all of that noise so that you can actually listen to what it is that you need. And even if you don't need anything, you're going to stop all that sort of should I, should I, why, all that sort of thing that's running around in your head. You're going to let it all go. And you're going to understand what it is to connect to your soul. I really like that for you, because that, I think that it's going to give you a lot more confidence, but also to you're going to have a lot more faith in your decision making. I think that's very important for you. So we've got Kimberly. Now let's see, and we'll do Melissa, and then I'll head down to the bottom so that you guys who have been waiting patiently for me. This is for Kimberly. Welcome, Kimberly. Oh, another major arcana card. So this is a shift for you this year. You've done obviously a lot of soul connection, listening to yourself and what you're needing for yourself. We've got the Magician for you. So Kimberly, this is still a little bit hesitation about stepping into the new you or to that next path. But what I want to say to you is that you are ready to make that next move. That doorways are open. I would like to remind you to not give yourself a hard time because you can't push yourself out that door. The Magician is here to remind you that you take your time with any new ventures. You have everything that you need in front of you to actually step into something new, whether it's a new life, a new direction. I definitely have a whole new energy around you, a whole new life around you in 2021. So you'll be making some big decisions around the direction that you're heading, but you're not going to jump into them. You're going to actually think about them with a lot of consideration before you step in. So no great big leaps, I love this. I love the Magician card because the Magician card means that the world is opening up, even though we give ourselves such a hard time that we're not actually doing anything about it, but we were actually the hesitation that we have means that we're just waiting for that right bit of information to come through. Oh, we've got Casey jumping on board. Casey has decided to jump the queue, so thank you, Kimberly, for that. Hey, Casey, welcome. How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I'm having a great day. Thank you very much. So, Casey, did you have a particular question that you'd like answered tonight?
No, not in particular, just whatever's in the coming months, I guess.
Yeah, cool. So I've decided to look at 2021 and what we'll be achieving by the end of it, and what we'll actually realize about ourselves. So for you, we've got the Hanged Man. I liked it. Now, the Hanged Man does represent, again, this is a lot of major arcana cards are coming out tonight, which means everyone that's joining us here tonight, there's big shifts happening around. That means that all the work that we've done in 2020 is going to come to fruition. I'm getting lots of goosebumps around you too, Casey. So this is like everyone's coming in to give you that, to strengthen the message around you. Now, that the Hanged Man, in this instance, does he does represent sacrifice, but I really feel that you are going to understand the sacrifices that you've already made are going to start paying off. Thank you. Oh, because you've got good energy around you tonight. I love it. I love bumping. When somebody comes on board with me, I can always feel that extra bit of rush of energy because we get to bump waters that way. But sorry, I digress. For you, the sacrifices that you have made, you're going to start to see the results of that. So you're going to say, well, okay, I'm really happy I did that. Now I understand why I had to give that up or why I had to put that on hold. And all that, you're going to reap the rewards of that. This is a really a card of like really somebody who's very humble and it's happy to have put themselves on the line for other people. And I really feel like this has been you all of last year. And so you're going to, as I said, slowly, those things that where you've put things on hold or put yourself on the line and said, I'm going to do this, even though I know it's probably not going to be best for me, I'm going to do it anyway. It's really very much a compassionate place that you've been in. But because you've done that, you've actually forged a nice pathway for yourself for 2021, where you've actually, even though it's felt like crap, it's going to make things much easier because you've actually put those things to bed, put those things to rest, and you know that you've done as much as you can do. And so that means that clears that creative space in your own mind, and big things for you in 2021, which all those projects that you put to one side are all going to start coming forward for you. So no longer do you have to sacrifice. I love that. Love that for you. But this is a really strong. Can I just say that the energy that's coming through with this card, this must be the message from your guides at the moment, is like almost like a great big hug or a great big thank you. Is to say, you know, that whatever that you've done or that you've achieved, it's almost like a great big appreciation, or, you know, like you're getting some sort of applause or everyone's standing up and giving you a great big clap about it. So it hasn't gone unnoticed. Whether the humans have noticed it or not noticed, it doesn't matter. The soul has noticed it, and the spirit world, like everyone's giving you a great big pat on the back and well done. So thank you for that. Oh, somebody's got the little head poking up behind you there.
Thank you. That sounds great.
2021. I'll see you next week.
All right, happy birthday. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Lovely, lovely. So now we've got Melissa, and I'll go down there. All right, how are we going for time? Good, good, good. All righty. So we've got Melissa, who did actually ask me earlier about things are going a little bit rough for her. So you've got this. So Melissa, this is about leaving behind. So 2021, and even I reckon even the next couple of months, is that leaving behind those things that are causing you emotional distress. You're actually going to let them all go or walk away from them, or they're going to walk away from you. It's not a pleasant card, but it really is like you're at that sort of that crossroads that says, you know what, I can't do this anymore. I'm ready to just let that go. I'm done. And so the Five of Wands energy is going to help you. It's like those things that you've been hanging on to that are going to go, because there are situations around you that actually drain your physical energy, and it's not helping your physical energy. Sorry, draining your emotional energy, and it's not helping your physical self. So it's about almost like cutting those things out, and I could just, as I said, letting that go, let the tears flow. And that's the other thing, a lot of pent up tears that have to go. Not always a pleasant card, but once it has gone, once you've faced that Five of Cups card, that means that the only place to go is up. So thank you. Now I'm going to go down a little bit. Let's see. Amanda. Welcome on board, Amanda. I'm going to do a little bit of promotion in a minute. As I said, if you want to join me, you can use a log on. Once I've ended the broadcast, you can still come on board and talk to me if you use a log on, because I'll stay on for another half an hour if you want to. Okie dokie. Now, yeah, we won't be live on the internet. We'll just be on me. All right, so this is for you, Amanda. Here we go. We've got this card here, Two of Wands. Right, let me just tune this out for you. Got you looking, okay. Now, this card, you like generally, like the general meaning of that card is that like you are ready to step out of that space where you've realized, you know, you've done all the things that you need to do. You've got the motivation and energy to actually put those things into action, and you're on the precipice of putting that into place. And you're stepping out of the cave of learning. You're ready to let your teacher go, and you know that you've got enough to face any issues or problems that come along the way. But when I tune in the energy for you, there's a little bit of looking back, Amanda. So you're looking a little bit back in the past rather than looking at the future. And so I would say that you are, for this, at least for not all of 2021, but you're definitely going to be sorting out that you don't have to, you've not left anything behind, you've not left anything undone. You're getting ready to look forward. So it's just thing that sometimes we think, oh, should I let that go? Am I ready to let that go? Have I left anything behind? Like, have I left the iron on? Have I forgot to switch that switch off? It's sort of like, not that that's what this card means, but that's what I'm picking up around you. So it's that little bit of lack of faith that have you achieved everything? Am I ready to leave that cave here? And yes, you have. Otherwise, you would not be sitting out there with your wand in your hand, ready to go. So you are ready. You haven't forgotten anything. You haven't unlearned anything. There's nothing else left to learn or to get or to understand. It's now time to do. And that's what the energy that you're taking into 21 is, to do it. And the reason I say that you're ready to do it is because you've got that wand energy that's like motivating. So if you try and sort of sit still and not do it, you're going to get a bit of a rev up. Something will come along and say, come on, whether it's a person or whether it's an overreaction of energy in your body, something will be coming along to do that for you. Alrighty, let's see. Oh, Leanne, if you're drawn to me, I am drawn to you, Leanne. Here you are. Yes, I am. So what I've done is I've just scooted down towards the bottom. I'll try and get as many done as I can. I'll do one more promotion quickly, and then I'll do some more readings. Oh, we've got this is the second time this one has popped up. So Leanne, I want to tune into your energy. Let's see. Oh, can I go into your energy? I've got this really strong sort of, it's like, there's an uncomfortable sort of feeling physically like within the body. So I'm not diagnosing anything, so please don't take this as a medical thing or whatever, but your physical body does feel a little bit, so we're looking at your auric body that represents your physical body. So I'm not looking at your physical as in there's anything there. I'm tuning into your energy, right? But it's showing me that it feels like it's bloated, or it sort of feels out of whack or out of balance. So the body that represents the, I can't recall it at the moment, so I apologize, but the layer of your aura that represents your physical body, which is in the first three parts of your auric levels, it's actually, it's the one that's closest to your body. So it's that one that is a little bit out of whack. I would be looking at looking at this card here. This is about, again, it's not actually, I'm just tuning into you. I'm not even going to worry about the card because I'm tuning into you. Again, we've got little rituals around you. So there are things that you want to do or feel for yourself so that it's almost like a cleanse or so you can do like color cleansing, you can do saging, but it's more about the energy that's around your body within the auric field. So there's a part of the auric field that represents your body for you, is that one that's about this far away, like about 10 centimeters away from the body. It's the one that sort of is really, really close, and it governs all those things to do with our physical selves. And so that's a little bit out of whack. You can, as I said, you can do a bit of saging, you can use some candles, you can do some prayers, you can do some affirmations, but it's about tuning into the body. And even if you just do some deep breathing. So I'm always, sorry, if any of my students are out there, I'm sorry, I am telling people, I've always got this big thing, stop giving people advice, and I am giving you some advice. I apologize, but I can see you doing this, right? But I'm giving you some suggestions about what you could try, not what you should do. So if any of my students are out there, I'm sorry, I was giving advice. But Leanne, I just see you looking for things, or that you're doing those things. And as I said, my suggestions from what I would do is that, using some sage or some prayer, some crystals, but something where you can connect to the physical body so that you feel back in balance with yourself. All right, now I'm going to do some shameless advertising here very, very quickly. Now I'm doing my tarot course, Becoming a Tarot Practitioner. Let me just get rid of Leanne's comment out of there first of all. Right. So starting on the 1st of February, Becoming a Tarot Practitioner. So you can do work from home, make your own hours, gain the confidence that you need, receive practical experience in real time within a class environment and a public arena. I'll get you to come on board and do some readings with me. And I have a supportive community, so we'll have a Facebook page and post-course support and mentoring provided. So with this course that I will be providing, that I'll be teaching in February this year, it is actually 4 weeks of class time, 1 hour class time, 2 1 hour sessions one-on-one with me, as well as doing some reading practice online. I'll invite you onto my Facebook page and you can do some readings with me. I get back into doing live readings on my Facebook page. And also there's a workbook, and of course there's work time. The tarot course is, if you want to learn it for yourself, to just read for yourself, your family and your friends, or if you'd like to be a practitioner, I will, as I said, teach you practical tips about how to overcome fear, all those negative blocks that pop into our head. We'll discover what your reading style is, because not everyone reads the same way. I've got some of my students who do, I've got one of my students who does everything online and via email. I've got another one who does mediumship and so forth. And someone used cards, someone just does it straight out psychic. So those different styles, and we work that out by doing that through the little courses that I have done over the years. We'll also look at doing some tarot spreads to help you get started, and then how to set up your business, like a little Facebook page or web page, and how to get through that. And also absolute like some counseling skills or how to use language within a reading, as well as self-care. Anyway, that's that one. And the other thing I want to show you is my masterclass, which is a Modern Oracle workshop. Have a look on that on my website as well. And that's it. That'll be the last bit of, so you can do 3 hours with me, Modern Oracle. You get a deck of cards with that one. And then 3 hours with me online. We get to do some in a class environment, get to do some practicing. Modern Oracle is a fantastic little deck for starting out. You can absolutely do readings. Katie K, she developed those cards and she uses them all the time. She travels all over the world and teaches those cards and uses them all the time. All right, let's get back to reading. So they're my 3 tiers. I will have them up on Spiritual Events Directory after this. Pop it up as a links to my website about how you can do that and how you can join in, all the different tiers and little explanations around it as well. All right, let's get back to do some readings. Where are we up to? Now we've got, Kim. Happy New Year. Would love a reading, info message for 2021. Yes, Kim, I will do that for you. Welcome on board. All righty. So, we've got Page of Swords. I love this now. Straight up, Kim. Actually, talking about doing readings, you'd actually be really good. You're really good at like that, where your mind just opens up and you start creating a story. So when I first started meditating way back, long time ago, like way back, that's when everything just went when I first started to meditate, and my imagination, my creative space opened up, and it was like another whole other world, really weird stuff, psychedelic stuff, all that sort of thing. But having said that, that's all calmed down now. But that's the space that I've got here for you, Kim, is that you can tap into that to bring forward messages and stories and like writing things down, even blogging, right? So just do something where you're expressing yourself. Even if you if you love Facebook, pop on every day and write something inspirational, or and that's again an example. I'm not telling you what to do, but if you want to look at how to feel better and use a page of, you can use a Page of Swords as energy to express yourself, and express yourself in a very, it's not about deep and meaningful and dragging your soul out or anything. This is light and uplifting, and this is really practical stuff and really good stuff that it's almost like meme worthy, right? So you can do little affirmations on memes and things like that. You can bring all those little messages through that inspire people without having to go into any deep diving. And that's really going to open up your sense of like self-worth, but also too, like your creative space is going to be so broad and so wide that you're going to realize, oh my God, I'm really good at this. And you are. That's why it popped up. Okay. Anyway, so let's have a look. Who else we've got out here? You've got Kimberly. Oh no, regulars. Let's see. Thank you for joining me. Oh, Haley. So just quickly, Haley has said, "What's my Facebook page? Name is Vicky Haskell's. If you're looking for me." Let me just pop that up. Here we go. I'll pop that across the bottom so you can look at who I am. VickyHaskells.com. You can find me there. Okay, so good way to start the day. Let's see. Great card and a good way to start the year. Much exciting stuff ahead. Let's have a look. Oh, this is the third time this guy's turned up. Have I done already for you, Kimberly? I want to do it again anyway. This is obviously, so, okay, guys, I'm going to just do a broad reading for everybody because, and this is also for you, Kimberly, is that it is time now to say, I really think that 2021, looking at the cards that have been coming out, is that it's about bringing forth your talents now. 2020 was a time for like a bit of introspection and think, well, what is it that I can do? What is it that I'm good at? Oh, you know, what is it that's going to satisfy me? And it's not about, okay, now that you've satisfied yourself or you've worked out what that is, or even if you're still struggling with it and not working it out, it's about actually taking note, even if you don't, so let me just backtrack again. If you're not sure what your skills are, if you're not sure what you're really good at, you actually know, it's just that you don't want to go down that path, right? So find somebody that you can bounce things off and sort of talk so that you can actually work it through and work it out. Trying to work it in your own head is not going to happen. The two of I've just popped it back on the deck. Well, sorry. The two of Pentacles energy for everybody is about, okay, this is what I can do and I'm going to now practice it. I don't really care what anyone else thinks because it makes me feel good. And that's probably the whole premise of my whole reading life, is that reading cards makes me feel good. Working with people makes me feel good. That's why I do it. I mean, the other side of that is I get to help people and I get to meet all you guys and have such a great time. And like I get to inspire. Sometimes I get to piss people off as well, which is fine too. I live for that. But my main reason for doing it is because it fills a part in here. Now, that has wavered over the years, but the main constant is that whenever I am in this energy, whenever I do readings or work in the healing field or the reading field, I feel safe and satisfied, and I feel like I'm in where I'm meant to be. And I've had to overcome all those things that say, you know, reading, people are going to judge me because I'm a reader, or if I say it, you know, what do you do for a living? Oh, I'm a psychic reader. You know, all those things that come through. So all of that, talk to people, get your people in there, find your tribe, find your community. All right, oh, Beck, happy birthday. Thank you. All right, I got time for Georgie. Oh, let's see. Any guidance? Yes, I've got that for you. So if you're all here joining and listening to me, whatever I read for anyone else is there for you too. There is no mistake that we're all here together tonight doing this. And if you're looking at it as a catch-up read, then we're all sharing in the same energy. Alrighty, so this is for you, Georgie. And we've got the Hermit. Let me just tune this out for you. Oh, you know, you've got a lot of, I mean, the Hermit does talk about, he's more about wisdom, but there's a lot of isolation around you for this. Let me have a look. Do you feel, I feel isolated. I know that you're not isolated. I know that you're not shut out from everything, but you really feel like you're like apart from everything at the moment, that you are like not adrift, but you can't really connect to something. Actually, I was talking to somebody about this yesterday too. There's that sense where you don't really feel like you belong anywhere. And that's what the Hermit energy is about, belonging with yourself. When your energy is about belonging to yourself, it's about being okay with that. And when you do that, when you belong with yourself, that starts to radiate out. When you say, well, this is who I am and I'm going to own it, it starts to radiate into your aura. You know what happens when it radiates into your aura? You start to recognize people of like mind. You start to attract your tribe. But the other side of that coin is that you start to let people go as well. because they do not reflect the same values that you have and the same beliefs anymore. And so that believing in yourself means that, and if you want to keep that because you know it feels so good, and this is for you, Georgie, it's about gaining that belief in yourself or strengthening that belief in yourself that it's okay, right? You're not going to be alone or that sense of cut off forever. It's that the more that you connect with that inner part of who you are and believe it, and that's important, the more you'll feel connected to something and something greater than yourself, and you'll start to recognize and find your tribe around you. So thanks for joining me. Now, where are we? All right, now here we are. Who else have I got here? Who did I see? Oh, here we go. Can I reading floor? Yes. So this will be my last one. And if you, as I said, I'll hang on for a bit afterwards. If you want to pop on and use a log on, you can start popping on now. I won't put you on the screen, but I will talk to you after the broadcast in private. If you want to use a log on, join me, and I'll give you a little mini reading afterwards. That's my gift, my birthday gift to you. All righty. So this is for Arlene. This will be my last reading. This is for you, Arlene. We've got the Six of Swords. Let me just tune into your energy about that one. And I've got sort of real sort of young energy around you, Arlene. So there's like a little bit of that you've done a lot of growing up, right? So, but you've still got that sort of a bit of a childlike nature, which is lovely. You still have like that, like not an innocence, but you see things through that sort of childlike eyes, and everything still has wonder for you, which is lovely. This card, the energy of the Six of Swords energy for you is about like you're consolidating that energy and turning. You're not going to lose it. Okay, so you're not going to lose that sort of childlike wonder part of you, but you're stepping. It's sort of almost like maturing a little bit and saying, well, okay, how am I going to channel that to make that work for me and work in every aspect of your life? So there are 6 areas. I mean, I love the 6 for this card, right? We've got relationships, health, finances, career, home, and then your spiritual self. All those 6 areas you're pulling into line, and you're going to bring that energy of your the wonderful way that you look at the world, and you're going to step it up and turn it into a much more mature outlook, but still keeping that sort of childlike or that lovely energy that goes with it. You don't have to give that up. You're not going to be giving that up, and you're just going to like step it up a bit and turn it into a much more sort of robust, rather than feeling like you're a bit off with the fairies sort of feeling around it. So thanks for joining me, Arlene. All right, I am going to wind up. Thanks. If you want to, as I said, use a log on. I'm going to hang here for a bit. If you want to just jump on, I won't put you online, but we can talk to each other in private. I'll pop you in the queue. Thanks. I'll be back next week. I'm still going to be changing everything. I'm going to be focusing on teaching tarot. Oh, the other thing I was going to say quickly, when you join up, the first person who logs in to do the tarot, learning to be a tarot practitioner course, I actually have a Mythic tarot deck to give away. So if somebody had given it to me as a that they didn't need, they've never used it, they don't need it anymore, so they bought it and decided that they don't need it. So it's all brand new, it's still in the box, and I will send that to you as soon as you buy the course with me. But that's again a little gift for you. As I said, I'll pop it all up on my Facebook page, on my website. Now, thank you very much for joining me. Very quickly, my last shameless plug. Join me at Patreon. My masterclass, The Modern Oracle. My Becoming a Tarot Practitioner course. And you can find me down here, as you see, vickyhaspels.com or Facebook at vickyhaspels. So thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you again next week. Bye, everybody.